wanted to record this as a sort of part of the diary of the production. Really, we had the first read through on Tuesday, and it's now Thursday, so it's the second rehearsal tonight. And the thought I had this morning, which I wanted to record to see if it stands up through the rehearsals, is this. When I first started thinking about this play, it wasn't this play. It was, weirdly, it was a need to come to terms with being 60, which I turned in 2020, in May 2020, which was right during, lockdown and everything. And I was on my bike, cycling up around Ragley, up through the area of the woods up there. And I thought, I really do want to mark this being 60 business somehow, a bit more creatively than just sort of whinging about it. And I thought, well, it'd be lovely to write something. I wasn't sure what, really. But all that, I suppose that's to say that this play got born out of that, really. Now, I think what I think is interesting to me, and therefore worth recording for me, and maybe the cast, who knows, is that I think one of the annoyances about being 60 is the sort of cultural expectations upon that age. That when one was younger, anybody who was 60 felt ancient or seemed ancient. But so what? So what? I'm not ancient, sadly, although all of our elements are 13 billion years old, or however long it's taken to since the beginning of time. But all of the characters, all four of the characters who are sort of in the front line of this play, are at a point in their lives where I think they're searching for peace. That's the insight. It's not very startling, but it kind of is to me, really. I have to sometimes see this play as if it was somebody else's and look at it like that and try to work it out, what's the point of doing it. And I think it's that. It's about finding peace. And that's not a peace that is about, laziness or an absence of life. It's something we all strive for, isn't it? And one is, well, I count myself extraordinarily lucky if I experience it, which I sometimes do in my day-to-day life. I don't want to be any more exaggerated than that. But Stefan, the character I play, this dawned on me while I was reading him on Tuesday, that I read him without a story arc, and I read him aggressive right the way through. Now, he may well be, because as I experience, I haven't found my grandfather. I don't know where he is. I don't know how he died. And that very much is how Stefan experiences the loss of his brother right through to the end. They can only speculate about how he died. Now, is it possible in that sort of situation for him to find any peace? Now, I don't think I have no worked answer to that, which is the part of the excitement for me of doing this play. how does one find peace? For the other characters, and I don't want to impose this on them, but it is a thought I had today. There's a moment I've accidentally written between Anna and Sophia, where Sophia says, I'm going to be anything. I'm going to be a writer or a dancer or a lion tamer. I'm going to be anything. And she is allowed to reach this moment of peace and excitement and life possibility, because I think peace is about all of that as well, isn't it? It's about potential, it's about life. Because she's met Anna, and she's met Anna because of the announcement. That's the insight I had, really. And Anna brings her own insight. You know, she says, I give her this line that accidentally I find quite helpful, where she says, the young swim in the ocean, but we, people who are a little older, hold the ocean in our hands and dare not spill it. And that is I quite like that. I think it's quite helpful in terms of what the play is trying to achieve. It is not, in other words, confined or only about the history. And finally, Grigory, the Russian theatre director, does he find peace in his announcement, actually? Weirdly, I just thought at that thought now. He makes an announcement. Maybe all four of them do. About what he did when... I don't want to spoil it for anybody who might be watching this, who might come and see it. But Grigory has an announcement to make at the end. And does it bring him peace? Maybe. Yulia and Alyosha, I'm going to give that a bit more thought. Very interesting. Anyway, I wanted to place that on record because this is my kind of production diary. This podcast is like my production diary, and so we have our second rehearsal tonight.